All right, we're recording the session. Today is September the 24th, and this is the course ELT 125, Section 1. And we're going to have an activity in which students are going to read aloud their task. It was a reading task. And this reading task, of course, is going to be read in collaboration with everyone. Okay, you're not expected to read the whole text, but you're expected to share. So you lead this moment in the class. You decide who reads the next paragraph, etc., etc. It's going to be reading aloud activity in collaboration. Everyone is required to participate. All right. So I have many participants who would like to volunteer choosing and sharing the text with the rest of us. I have a couple of texts that I can share with you, but the idea is that you could choose your own texts. That's the point of this activity. The point of this activity is that you can select texts that might be interesting for you, and not necessarily for the teacher, right? So if you have not looked for texts, this could be a good moment. The idea is you can search on the web some texts that might be interesting for you, that we can read aloud, and that you can make them fit in one page. It's only one page for us to read.
Sorry, teacher, but we have to do a task.
Yes, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear before. Okay, this is the task that you need to do. You need to go online and you need to find a website containing an interesting topic for you. The topic can be connected with anything: music, video games, fashion, social issues, civil rights, pedagogy, languages, comics, you name it. Okay,
Okay.
nothing. Okay, so you search for the website. Take a look at that. There's no offensive content. Okay, and then as soon as you're ready, we're going to go over the content of the website. You're going to share the website with the rest of us, and we're going to take turns reading aloud. And at some point, we're going to focus on some words containing suffixes, and we're going to pay attention to how these words are pronounced. Okay? So,
Okay.
so remember, first go online and find a topic of your interest. Any topic will do. Football, religion, video games, music, fashion, uh, cars, I don't know, motorcycles. Okay? And then in the next 5 7 minutes, we start sharing your search, and we're going to take turns reading aloud the same website. Let's suppose that Hector is the first one to share his the website that he selected. Um, Not only Hector is going to read, but everyone is going to take turns reading some sections, some paragraphs. Okay?
Teacher, sorry,
So
what is the page?
The
The website.
website, is it's totally something that you will decide, because you need to find a website containing something that you are interested in. For example, if you're interested in comics, find a website that deals with comics. If you're interested in video games, find a website dealing with video games. Okay, the topic is up to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. What about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we start sharing?
Okay.
Alrighty. So 5 7 minutes, and then we meet again. All right, guys, are you ready with the task?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, would you like to share with the rest of us? I'm going to stop sharing, and you share your screen. All right. That's
Well, can you see it?
Yes.
yes.
Well, I select this topic, the Van Gorillas, and I start to read it. Gorillas are a British virtual band created in 1998 by musician Damon Albarn and artist Jamie Hewlett. The band primarily consists of four animated members: Stuart 2D Pod, Murdoch Nichols, Noodle, and Russell Hobbs. Their fictional universe is presented in music videos, interviews, and short cartoons. In reality, Albarn is the only permanent musical contributor, and Gorillaz music often features collaboration with a wide range of future artists. Remy Cavaca Jr. became producer for the band in 2016, after several years providing the voice of Russell Hobbs, and was listed as an official member alongside Albarn and Hewlett in the 2019 documentary Gorillaz Reject False Icons. With Gorillaz, Albarn departed from the distinct Britpop of his band Blur, exploring a variety of musical styles including hip-hop, electronic music, and world music through an eccentric postmodern approach. The band's 2001 debut album Gorillaz, which featured dub and Latin influences, went triple platinum in the UK and double platinum in Europe, with sales driven by the success of the album's lead single Clint Eastwood. Their second studio album, Demon Days, 2005, went six times platinum in the UK and double platinum in the US, and spawned the successful lead single Feel Good Inc.
Righty, thank you so much. Very, very interesting. I was familiar with this group, with this band before. It was introduced to me by my nephew, and then I listened to a couple of albums. So it's a great band. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's one of
Yeah.
my favorite bands.
Yeah, it's good music. Let's see. Let's focus on the first paragraph, and this is for everyone in the room. All right. Identify words that contain suffixes. Yeah, let's try to find out how the word is pronounced and how the root could be pronounced. For instance, I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, the fifth line number 5. We have contributor, and we have collaborations, right? So, for example, collaborations. The word should be pronounced collaboration. Is that right? Is it true? Is it false?
Collaboration. I think it's true.
Okay. Now, if we go to the root, to the what's the of the verb? Is it collaborate? Is it collaborate or collaborate? What do you think? That is the exercise that I want you to do. All right. Do you see? This
Yes.
Same, for example, in in the next line we have producer. Producer comes from the root
Yes.
produce, probably, right? Is it
Yes.
produce or produce? Okay. So that's the exercise that I want everyone in the room to do in the first paragraph only, okay? In the first paragraph. So take 1 or 2 minutes to identify words that contain suffixes, such as collaboration, right? And try to identify the root of the word. In this case, I'm not going to say the word because, well, collaborate, or collaborate. Okay, and see if you can identify where is the stress in the root. 1 or 2 minutes, identify at least 3 or 4 words in the first paragraph, please. Okay, words that contain suffixes, please. All right, this is for everyone, all right? For everyone, not just for Diego. Thank you, Diego.
Thank you too.
Professor, what happened?
What is happening is that we are learning. No, just kidding. What happens is that you are supposed to search in the paragraph read by Diego.
Okay.
Words that contain suffixes. For example, in the paragraph read by Diego, in the line number 5, we have remember contributions. So you need to find out if the stress changes in the root of the word contributions. Can be contribute, or contribute. So that's what you need to find out in an online dictionary, for instance. Where should we place the stress in the root of the word? There are many other words, not a lot because it's just one paragraph, but that's the idea. Let's take a look at what you have so far. Anyone interested in? No problem, Gaspar. Anytime. Anyone have identified one word containing suffix, and then see if anyone saw if the stress changes in the root of the word?
Musician.
Musician, perfect.
It's stress.
Stress.
Yeah. Suffix is yan at the end. Musician, and well, the stress level is actually the second one. The previous to the suffix in this case, musician, musician.
Yes. And musician comes from, or the root of this word is?
Music.
And what happens with music in terms of lexical stress? Is it the same syllable stressed or prominent?
The music. It's the first one, I think.
I totally agree with you. Music, it's the first syllable. And in the case you read, musician is it's the second one. Excellent, very good example. And there we see a different syllable, which is stressed or more prominent. Excellent example. Thank you so much. Any other word that you were able to identify in the paragraph read by Diego?
I identify a fictional,
Okay, go on.
and the root is fiction.
All right.
And I think in both fiction and fictional, the first is the stress.
I definitely agree with you. Fictional, fiction. Excellent. Good job. Thank you so much. Anyone else is interested? Anyone else found a word?
Documentary.
Excellent. So how do we say that one? How do we read it aloud? Is it documentary, 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 documentary?
Documentary.
Is it the first syllable? Documentary?
Yes.
Okay. Documentary. Okay. And which one would be the root for this word for documentary or documentary?
Document, I think.
Document. All right. So document, documentary. Any changes in terms of Alex?
Not really.
All right. All right. Excellent. Good choice. Documentary. Document. All right. All right. Now, in the word in the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the fourth line, we have is it interview or interview or interview?
Interview.
Interview.
Interview. All right.
Interview.
Or interview. Because what do you think? Makes you wonder, right?
I think it's interview.
I think so too. Interview. And it's a very interesting word because it contains this how do you call this word that comes before the word? Is it prefix or suffix? Do you remember that concept? Well, if you don't, inter goes before the word view, right? Inter. So it's called a prefix. Prefix. So,
can you write it, please, in the chat?
Sure. Diego?
Yes.
Do you have the phonetic transcription for the word interview or interview?
I can search it.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'll stop sharing the screen or continue.
You don't need to stop sharing. Actually,
Okay.
you can do it at the same time you share it. Yes.
Mm-mm. That's supposed to be the transcription.
Alrighty, thank you so much. So what do we have there? Do we have the first syllable stress? Do we have the second one, the third one?
The first.
The first one, right? Interview. Exactly, interview. All right, so I guess we're fine with that word. Thank you so much. I asked Diego to do this because I really think that you need to empower yourself. You need to take a very leading and protagonist role, and to find the answers on your own and share the answers with the rest of the class. Okay, because you need to empower yourself as the teachers you're going to be in the next, say, 4 years, I guess. 4 more years to go, and
In the future.
Yeah.
In the future.
Exactly.
In 5 more years. If God
Exactly.
wants.
If God wants, and if you make an effort, right, to
That's right.
To work your way.
You have to make an effort.
Exactly. The other word that is next to interview, and this is my final comment about Diego's very interesting gorillas is, I would say, biography, I guess. We have the word, is it cartoons or cartoons? What do you think?
I think it's cartoons.
Okay.
Cartoons.
Cartoons. You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. All right. I like the answer. Cartoon. Very good. Very well. Very well done. Thank you so much, Diego, for sharing and for participating.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Anyone else interested in sharing the website? Yes, no. I'm going to think about it. I'm just looking. I'm not going to buy anything. You know, when you go to a store. Who's Gabriela?
Yes, I have one, but like the part of the letters is so small. Is
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at it.
okay.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, I have to go to the eye doctor because I need some glasses. So this is going to be another reason. Okay, there you're sharing.
Yes.
Yes. Whenever you want, you can read the whole thing, or you can ask other classmates to read as well with you. Okay, you are in charge now.
I can read.
Excellent.
2 years before the Civil War, Django, Jamie Foxx, a slave, finds himself accompanying an unorthodox German botany hunter named Dr. King Slutz, Christoph Waltz, on a mission to capture the vicious Brittle brothers. Their mission successful, Schultz frees Django, and together they hunt the South's most wanted criminals. Their travel takes them to the infamous plantation of Shady Calvin Candy, Leonardo DiCaprio, where Django's long-lost wife, Kerry Washington, is still a slave.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Let's see what we have here. Now you made it. You enlarged the website. Okay, so take a minute to find words that have suffixes and see if they change the pronunciation when you're, focusing on the root. Okay, ready? Did you find one already?
I have a question with one word.
Yes.
In the first sentence,
Mm-hmm.
the last word, unorthodox, unorthodox.
Mm-hmm.
How is the pronunciation?
I have no idea. I mean, I know the pronunciation of the word without the prefix, and since I know the rule for prefixes, I know that a prefix does not attract the stress, so I know that the pronunciation is orthodox, orthodox. So I attach the prefix unorthodox, never unorthodox. I don't know if it makes sense. Okay, so orthodox, and the suffix just it's unaccented, unstressed. I'm sorry, it's unstressed. Okay, very interesting and difficult word. The transcription in the chat box. An orthodox, an orthodox. Now the meaning, it's kind of unusual, right? It's like you don't expect this. It's like, for example, let's see if I come every class dressed up as a clown, or I come with different hats, and sometimes I bring a gun, and the other you see me drinking. I'm kind of a very unorthodox teacher, or I may use unorthodox methods that are not the common ones, or the ones that you would expect from someone. Okay, that's unorthodox.
It's like out of the traditional.
Exactly. That's the idea. Exactly. That's it. How do you pronounce the word that next to it on the left? Is it accompanying? Is it accompanying? Accompanying? What do you think? This question is for everyone in the room, all right?
I think it's accompanying.
Accompanying. Exactly. Which syllable is the stressed one?
The second.
The second one. How many syllables can you find in this word?
4.
4. Perfect. Excellent. Great answers. Accompanying. Now, in the second line at the beginning, we have the word German, then bounty hunter. If we put together bounty and hunter and we make it one compound noun, it's not any hunter, it's a bounty hunter. Which element would you stress? This is a question for everyone in the room, all right? Would you say bounty hunter or bounty hunter?
I think I will stress personally bounty. because it's not just a hunter, it's a bounty hunter. So we're specifying that is someone, well, it's specifically, I mean, a bounty hunter, I think of someone that it's paid and just and to, I don't know, do some task or something. While a hunter like hunts animals and it's more common, but a bounty hunter it's kind of very different of this hunter. So I personally will specify one.
Completely agree with you. Anyone disagrees or agrees?
I think it's in the first syllable.
Okay. In the first syllable. In the first syllable. In the first element. In the first syllable. In the first word.
Teacher, we can't hear you.
Sorry. I'm implementing my mimicry. Bounty has 2 syllables. Hunter has 2 syllables. So which first syllable? The first syllable in bounty, the first syllable in hunter.
I think it's in the first, in bound, in, yes, in the first syllable of bounty.
Okay, okay. All right, excellent. I do agree with you. In the third line, it says their mission successful. We have the word successful that sounds like a word containing a suffix, right?
Yeah, full.
Okay, full. So successful, which is the most prominent syllable of all?
The second.
A second. If we take the suffix away, we get the word?
Success.
Success. Perfect, Gabriela. It's the same syllable is the one stressed?
Yes.
Success, yes? Okay, excellent. Success, successful, perfect. In the next line, in line number 4, it says their travels take them to the, how do you pronounce that word?
Unfamous.
Okay, if it's un, but starts with in.
Infamous.
Okay, that's where I thought about that pronunciation for many years. I have to be honest, because if you take out the how do you call it? In the, if you take away the how do you call that? In, it's a prefix, guys. All right, don't forget the word prefix. All right, it's a prefix because it's before the root. If you take it out, if you take it away, sorry, we say
famous.
Famous, right? Famous, exactly. Famous. And if we add the prefix, we tend to say infamous. Isn't that so? Well, I mean,
yes, but I think it's stressed in the second still. Infamous.
Okay, let me share with you this that I found years after when I was a student like you. The shift, there's a shift of stress. So famous, when you attach this prefix, becomes infamous. Infamous. The transcription is in the chat box, and I'm going to give it a like. Infamous. Infamous. So from famous, we get infamous. Yeah, I had the same feeling, Bastian. But then I grew up I mean, academically, I grew up and then I understood that you cannot be mad at words. Then after in infamous, not infamous, remember, famous, but infamous, we get the word with a P. Is it plantation, plantation, or plantation, or plantation? What do you think? Or what do you know?
Plantation.
Plantation. So we're stressing the
Second.
second syllable. Plantation. Excellent. Plantation. Do you all agree? I hope you do. Plantation. What's the root for this word? What do you think is the root?
Plant.
Which probably plant, right? Plant. Plant. But here is plantation. So it's a second syllable, right? And plant, it's yeah, obviously the first one because there's no other syllables. And in the last line, we have where Django. Oh, this is a really good movie, by the way. Very good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed this. He was with this. I never understood the relationship between Django and the German guy, but the German guy was obviously against slavery, right?
Yes.
Obviously. Yeah.
Can I explain that?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Dr. King Schultz heard about that Django was an ex-slave of the Brittle Brothers.
Uh-huh.
So that's why he go for Django and that that's why.
That's why they get together to find Django's wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She had a name of like an opera German name.
Hilda, I think it was.
Hilda.
Yeah. Both of you have such good memories.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And in the last line says, where Django's long lost wife, we have a compound adjective. And would you say long lost or long lost? Long lost wife, long lost wife.
Long lost. With the first syllable stressed.
Okay, in the first syllable, in the first element of the compound.
Yes.
Okay. Do you all agree with this? Well, I do agree with you. It should be the first element in this compound, the one stressed. It should be long lost. And there's an element considered that we have not covered yet in this class that has to do with rhythm. And if we stressed long, we cannot stress the following syllable, lost, because we're going to stress wife. So we say long lost wife. So we have, we start from Django, or Django, right? We have ja, stressed, go, unstressed, long, stressed, lost, unstressed, wife, stressed. So you see, English has this rhythmic succession of stressed and stressed, stressed and stressed, stressed and stressed. That's why we cannot stress both elements of the compound long lost. We have to choose which one. I mean, we have to choose one of them. And considering that Django is composed by two syllables, and the first one, Jiang, is stressed, we have to stress long, which is the next syllable after go, which is unstressed. So the idea is going from stressed and stressed, stressed and stressed, never stressed, all right? So yes, long would be stressed and lost would be unstressed in this case. So Django's lost wife. Django's long lost wife. Long lost wife. Very, very well. This is another good movie by Tarantino, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Those of us who enjoy movies, particularly kind of gore movies, this is a good example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's 10:26, guys. I think it's time for us to finish the session. And but I invite you to two things. First, there's a I'm trying to share this. I'm sorry. So at the same time I'm speaking, I'm trying to share something with you. I'm going to share through the chat box a PowerPoint presentation. The PowerPoint presentation is it's called. Let me check. Lexical stress. Lexical stress is a presentation containing information about the syllable and about the lexical stress, of course, that's it, the title. And I want you to review it before next class. Anyway, we're going to go over if you have questions that they are answered, okay? And the second part of the task is those of you who have not read your websites, who have not shown on and shared your websites, are invited to do so next class. Okay, so we can start next session with your websites, the websites that you found interesting, the topics that you consider to be interesting, and then we can move on to the presentation and see if you have questions. I don't know what else. I don't know if you have comments or questions. Anything is, of course, welcome. Feel free to say whatever you want in this class, except if it's an offense or if it's an offensive content.
Just to sure have a question. What was the first task?
When's the next class?
The first task. The first task.
Oh, the first task is to read the a presentation that I'm sending now. I don't know if you have received it. I don't think so. I sent it through the chat box, and it's going to be there in Teams. Okay, so read the presentation, the PowerPoint presentation, and if you have questions, take notes. Like in, I don't know, slide number 5, I don't understand this. In slide number 2, this is not clear. Okay, so we can go over your questions next class. Gosh, it says error al enviar. Error. Okay, I'm going to resend it, but if I'm not successful in resending the PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to post it in the LMS. Remember, the name is called lexical stress. Okay, and the second task is what we were doing with Gorillas and with Quentin Tarantino's movie. We're going to do that with your preferences. So what? Without choices, exactly. It says still sending, and it says enviando. I don't think you're going to get it. Maybe it's the thing is my internet connection, because I'm using a cell phone to connect. So that's why probably you're not getting this. So I'm going to go ahead and post it in the LMS. Okay, it's going to be in class material, and the name is going to that you're going to see is lexical stress. All right, so I'm going to continue posting the presentation. If you don't have any questions, I'll see you next session, which is on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Tuesday, yes.
Tuesday. All right, guys. So have a wonderful weekend, because I'm not going to see you or talk to you. So have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weekend and stay healthy. All right. I'll see you around. Goodbye, everyone.
Right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey.
See you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.